Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time, we left Lake Floria in search of the water that can heal the water dragon from her injuries. That's a very descriptive way of saying that. But we were able to find the source of the spring with said water at the end of the Skyview Temple. After bringing it back here and delivering it unto her in a very comedic fashion, she opened the way to the first of the sacred flames that we must find in the surface world. This time, we have gotten quite a bit stronger in recent times. No more preparations left for us to do. I say that we are pretty darn good to just get things going, so let's do just that. I just want to say that I hear you. If you felt like there hasn't really been a lot going on in the story for a while, and that even though we've been making progress is just revisiting earlier areas, I feel that. But I say to you, welcome to the ancient Cistern. It may not be the first dungeon in a while, but it's the first new dungeon in a while. Important distinction there, and that's always exciting. First off, this water is absolutely gorgeous. And I want to take a moment to admire it in just the general architecture here, because it's also pretty and colorful and very creative. And hi, Buddha. I see the chin piercing didn't exactly work out, but I guess I don't know if there's anything in Buddhism that says you can't get a chin piercing. I don't know. I guess monks usually have like really epic ear piercing. I don't know what I'm saying. Well, this place definitely delivers. Beyond just looking pretty, this is one of my favorite areas and I've been looking forward to it. Starting things off, I want to check the stone tablet. Carved into the great statue are inscriptions of gratitude. They reveal the secret order of this temple. First the back, then the rear, then the back of the right hand, and finally, the back of the left hand. In checking our map, we already have this first room filled in because we've, well, explored it. And we already have our first objective lined up for us. It's to the west side of this room. Before going in, I'm lying a little bit. I did indeed do a little bit more preparations off screen. I showed that air potions were a thing, and I figured if we're going to be doing a bit of swimming, we might as well use it because I want to use every item at least once. Our first objective is this carp's mouth. Don't take that into context. Doesn't matter how much potion you have chugged. It does not matter how good you are at lung capacity. If you're me, you cannot go through there right now. So we're going to have to find a way to get past that waterfall and into the carp's mouth. There is an amber relic right there. Oh, I thought I could grab it and land back in the water. That'd be really cool if I could do that. This potion stays good for 3 minutes. I got time to keep trying. So let's attempt number 2. Oh, almost. Maybe I could have delayed the inevitable if I smacked my head into the wall where I could have enjoyed 1 extra precious second before it re-explained the item to me. Give me 26. We're pretty good. Gonna drop down. And right on Buddha's back right here, we can see this insignia that has the up highlighted on it. Should we go down to Buddha's butt, because that's what it is, let's be honest, we see, nothing. Okay, fine, I guess we gotta go inside Buddha's butt to see the special insignia. There it is, yes. And we also have a new enemy. Or what barely qualifies as a new enemy. This is a blue choo-choo. Here I am making fun of it for being incompetent and I can't even hit it. There we go. Yes, blue choo-choos, I don't know why they even bothered to create them. The only distinction is that they're generally found in the water, but they're identical to green ones, and yet they're the last of the 4 to be introduced, when the fire ones and electric ones were actually kind of dangerous. Here's those hands that we heard about. There is a silver rupee in it for you if you can dash right through them. They will hit you if you are too slow, and now we can see the back of the hand. Shows us that right is the next direction. And like most people, this is a faithful representation of Buddha's general anatomy. Well, no. What I'm trying to say is, like most people, this is a I know bipedal is how you say something with 2 feet, though. How do you say by mono? I don't really know, though, but it has 2 hands. The insignia on the last one, as you would guess, is left. So it's up, down, right, left. Or up, down, left, right. Exactly what you would expect it to be in any video game. Now that we have the order of the temple down, it's going to be helpful to us in the future. I say that we are good to go onward. As pretty as it might be, there's nothing that we can do over by that waterfall, nothing that we can reach over that way, so let's head the other way. And further cementing my point, yeah, blue choo-choos out of the water behave identical to green ones. On top of that, should you see a green one in the water, it will also do that, where it'll behave just like a blue one, where no matter how big it is, you kill it in 1 hit by just dashing through it. It is the most irrelevant enemy distinction ever, but hey, you know what? Next time we see one, let's actually see what Fi has to say on it. What do you got to say? Oh shoot, that's a... Well, this is embarrassing. I thought it was a blue one. I'm sorry, it's like a turquoise. It looks kind of like it. As they have no genders, they are believed to increase their population by dividing themselves into several smaller-sized choo-choos. I have 138 of this type of enemy. Whoa. Well, I am going to give you the most extreme asexual reproduction of your life. I like to think that I just increased their population into the millions, and it exists as individual molecules somewhere on the floor too small for us to see. But if you ask the game's RAM, they have disappeared from existence. There's yet another pathway in this main room that we cannot do anything with, but we'll want to keep in mind for later. There are a lot of pathways that have just, they're all right here right now. Oh, I guess I'll be ending you right there, yeah. There's a lever we can pull, and that'll open up the only pathway that we can do anything about. I'd say that's a pretty darn good place to start. And now we know that if we hop from a high ledge onto a lily pad, it'll flip it right over. And for some unknowable reason, I don't know if this is just me not knowing much about plant biology, but touching the roots hurts you. It's only a quarter heart, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's a good thing to keep in mind whenever you're swimming so you don't dash into them by accident. It's really strange. Also, the water effects only keep getting better with time. I don't know how they do it, but they do. As if Super Mario Sunshine could not have the prettiest water already, they have outdone themselves, yeah. This is just a way to get back up here should you ever need to return back to the previous area. Just thought I'd show it off really quick because it's so beautiful, I can't help. Oh, I thought I actually might make that jump for a second even though you're not supposed to. You just gonna roll through your... No. I don't even have arachnophobia and that's creepy. Oh, I'm rolling too soon. Okay, for those of you with arachnophobia, maybe I should... Oh gosh, no. I should not do that. That's gonna make things a lot worse. Can I? No. Okay, fine. Those two giant spiders larger than Link will just be alive to haunt your nightmares. I was gonna kill them, but I guess they don't really feel like being killed today for some reason. Strike the gemstones pointing in 4 directions wisely. The way will only open for one who knows the temple's secret order. I gotta be honest, on my first playthrough, I didn't find any of that stuff in the first room. I just randomly guessed up, down, left, right. Because that's always what it is in video games. It's exactly what you think it would be. I remember just thinking like, oh, that's kind of cool that they acknowledge the fact that a lot of cheat codes and stuff like that use that combination, but nope, they actually meant for you to find that. I personally would have made it a very different order or made it really cryptic or made it repeated direction though, but that's just me. I'm not a game designer, but you know, I feel like if I was. Okay, I can kill this guy. This guy's in a very killable position. Stab you in the buttocks. Whoa, what kind of rippy was that? I have to get it. If it were green, I might be able to talk myself into ignoring it, but I'm sorry. It's a blue. You gotta pick that stuff up. If you don't pick it up, there's no picking it up off of the ground 10 seconds later. That stuff is despawned for good. Let's leap up this way, get onto this ivy so we can get a good view of the action. Got yet another one of those guys, and I'm feeling like using an item that we haven't been seeing much of. Speed Beetle, away! Sure enough, instantly kills him. If they touch water like many enemies, they will just instantly die. Yet oddly, choo-choos are not like this, even though they're supposed to be the weakest of the weak. Not so pathetic anymore now, are they? Kill you. Don't even need to use my slingshot ammo on you. And if we go up this way, got a lily pad below us. We'll hop down onto that. It's like some kind of jiggling Christmas tree or something, though, but that moves it out of the way, enabling us to do a bit more exploring. Oh, I didn't get that. Shoot, I guess I thought I leaped down onto this, though, but I must have missed it somehow. Yeah. Want to get back up here. And if we leap down careful... I said if we leap down carefully... Okay, that was too careful. If we leap down carefully, we can slow down the frame rate quite a bit, a pretty big rarity in this, and get ourselves a red rupee. But that's not all we can get. There's a red rupee over that way that we're going to ignore briefly to get these 3 greenies. Can't go any further this way. Does the map show us? No, it doesn't. I was curious if the map showed like what room that connected to at this point in time, but I guess it does not. There's, too bad those red rupees are not immediately redeemable for another air potion. Otherwise, I'd be very happy to take that right now, because I'm actually, oh, gosh, I'm kind of low. Maybe we'll get to see what happens if you run out. Nope, I'm fine. Oh, wow, that was cool. I didn't think I was close enough to quite grab onto that. I just honestly panicked because I didn't want to run out of air, but that's all good. At least I look cool surviving. Better than looking cool dead. I can't imagine a worse thing to be. Get our chest. You got a small key. The key will open a locked door. You can only use it in this area. Not really a whole lot of small keys for Zelda standards, though, but we're getting them. We're getting them. Webs are still destroyed. Okay. Sorry about that, all the people who wanted to see those arachnophobes, who wanted to see those arachnids die. I almost called them arachno like in Xenoblade, and I was like, there's a good way to continue this and salvage it, though, but no, I guess I just have Xenoblade on the brain, but what else is new? And back into the main hub area. There is but one place that we have seen where we can use a small key, and but one place where we can use a small key. We are going to enter Buddha's Bountiful Gut. I do at least know enough about Buddhism to know he didn't actually have that big of a gut. It's just kind of a stereotype, though, so I apologize. At least I'm not that ignorant. Master, I have taken the liberty to confirm that a door is located at the uppermost section of this statue. The lock is unfamiliar to me. It's not unfamiliar to me. I've opened like 3 of them up to this point. I guess you just weren't really paying attention. Nowhere to go but down. And I hope you see that pile of bones right there. Otherwise, you are going to be caught off guard by Stallmaster. This is an elite captain of the undead soldiers. When provoked, it has the ability to strike with all 4 of its sword-wielding arms. I recommend inflicting damage when the slight gap presents itself as it readies its swords to attack. So you're going to want to slash in the proper direction like with other Stalfos. Remember your shield bash that you have it. Slash away whenever that's the case. And don't forget that you have your stab whenever it's blocking with its swords. There to the side. And once you've done enough damage, it'll reveal that indeed it has 4 arms. You gotta wonder why undead enemies don't take the parts of other undead enemies to do this sort of thing more often, though, but I'm quite happy that they don't. Very content with it. Oh. Get you, get you, get you. Ooh. Nope, didn't quite. At least I didn't take damage to my shield. Oh. Ouch. I took damage to my shield and took damage in general right there. That's the worst. At least you can say that your durability wasn't for naught if you don't take damage, though, but geez. Stab, 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 stab. Whenever he does that, just stab away. Got you. Shield bash you again. Took damage right there, dang it. I was doing like so well there for a little bit. Oh, combo attack. It's okay, I'm just gonna keep my distance. Oh, man, he is quick. Come on. So glad the shield auto-regenerates, otherwise I'd be so screwed now. Speaking of being so screwed right now, I need some health, wow. Suddenly Stalfos are my biggest problem, and it's weird because I usually don't have... He only needed 1 more hit! And then he slips and falls like a dog. Oh my gosh. That was a gong show. I'll admit, that was a pretty terrible run of that. Thank goodness the heads of all of his dead relatives are around him to restore my health. Let's see what our reward was at least. We got the whip! An item that the marketing said was new to this game, even though it's not, because I actually played Spirit Tracks. How many people can you find that have done that? I wish it was more. If you see something you can't reach, target it with Z and swing the Wii remote to snag it with your whip. Snap! Despite not making its debut here, it is a pretty unique item. The tip glows so you can easily see where it is even from a far distance. And as I'm sure you can ascertain, because we'd be screwed down here for the rest of our lives, anytime you see any sort of flywheel with a loop on it, you can pull it by using your whip, so it has very utilitarian purposes. We'll ride up this beautiful elevator. I don't think I've ever been in a more beautiful elevator in real life or in fiction. We can grab this one. Ride up yet another one. Now, I can say that I have ridden such a beautiful elevator because that one was in the past. And we got a third one. Upon reaching the top... please swim over it, thank you. The door is locked tight and will not open. Look for the key that lies beneath the earth. Based on the patterns we have seen so far, I believe the key mentioned is the stone marker is the key required to unlock the device ahead of us. Master, I believe this thing is a boss door that looks like the other 3 boss doors that you have already opened, even though I didn't tell you when those were boss doors, and you got by just fine. I don't really get why, but okay. By opening this, we get to be the only humans in history to say that we have the honor of having walked out of Buddha's lip piercing. I'm just making a lot of weird imagery with the statue. Then again, when you get further away, it looks kind of like the mouthpiece, though, but somebody swiped the kazoo that was attached to it. I don't know. I'm just being wonky as per usual. Well, with the whip in hand, I think you know which of these 3 main pathways that we observed in the main area is now accessible to us, so we're just going to dash right on over there. And then catch our breath for a little bit, and then dash on over there, and then not have to catch our breath for a little bit. Cool. Grab with our whip, and we can swing across Tarzan stuff. What? How did I get turned around? How did that? What? I was holding forward. I let go at the apex of the jump, and then somehow I flipped around, defying all physics. I knew action movies like that had... Well, okay, I don't really think I described Tarzan as an action flick, though, but you know what I mean. I know that physics are usually pretty much ignored in flicks like that, but still. Get it? Flicks like that. The whip is supposed to stay out. Come on. Flicks like that. There we go. Missed the timing of the joke completely. Botched it horribly. Awesome. We get the dungeon map, showing us the layout of the area, revealing all of the unexplored rooms, and we see that there is a lot to it. Quite a few chests even on just this floor that we have yet to open. And in addition, if you can come over here, yes, we have a new enemy. This is a phoenix. The spirit bird is said to survive by eating flames. Then why is it in the water area? Due to its cautious nature, it can be difficult to approach. However, by catching and holding the bird's attention, some are able to successfully attack it. I suggest being wary of its curled tail. I reiterate, then why is it living in a cave filled with water? Or rather, a man-made structure filled with water. Once it unfurls the tail, or uncurls the tail, rather, you can grab onto it, bring it down to size. No, don't whip it. Don't whip the bird. Just slash it to pieces. That could have gone a lot better than it did. Come on. Come back down here. Come back down. There we go. Doesn't even attack. I'm not used to him putting away the whip automatically after he hits an enemy with it. It's kind of awkward. So I hit the button to put it away, and didn't really do any good for us, but hey, I guess we at least got to see that much. Now, on the opposite pathway. I botched that jump completely, but I wanted to show that there are many a lily pad that we can jump onto. And at long last, this one lily pad that is flipped over. It is not like the others. So what say you, we make it conform to current trends? And then for giving it a peer pressure, we walk all over it. Because we know that we can do that now. We flip the switch down with our whip. And already you can see that there are so many dang uses for this item. It's a cool one. Used for a lot of different purposes. But with that, we have now opened the way to the carp's mouth, clearing our first major objective on the map. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we're going to be going down there and seeing what lies below the water's surface. Other than the blue choo-choos that we killed in this room. See you guys then.